Hey, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in and watching the Cypress Sports Show, brought to you by Coach's Corner, your go-to spot before and after the game. I'm Jeff Russell here with Mark Slevcove. Today we're going to talk to Lady Centurion wrestlers Keye, Osede, and Jeszika Spraglin. And maybe we'll even get a special guest to pop in. I mean, this is the time of giving, Coach, right?
It is.
I mean, what do you think? Are you feeling generous?
Who's the biggest giver in this time of year?
Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe the Cypress Sports Show. Are you into giving?
Yeah, we got a little giveaway.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
How about this? We got a giveaway for it. You guys been watching the show. If you have any idea what's been going on the last few weeks, then you should have some idea of what episode number we are currently on. How many people do you think are going to know that?
My money's on one, Steve Leptic. He's ineligible for this contest.
Ineligible. Leptic, you're out. But everybody else, we got a special gift for you. If you can guess, the first person that guesses this correct episode, we will DM you on Instagram, and we're going to send you a special gift this time of year for appreciation that you watch week in and week out, or at least you have an idea of what show number this is.
That's right.
All right, well, we're also going to check in with Mr. Pfeiffer and Would You Rather, and of course, we'll check in here with Mr. Slevcove on our weekly breakdown of all those sports. What do we got?
All right, winter sports are going deep. Boys basketball competed in the North Orange County tournament at Sonora last week. They went 2-2 versus some stiff competition, and Michael Wright was named all-tournament. The boys remained at number 8 in the Orange County Register's rankings, and they take on San Juan Hills in their one game this week on Thursday in a North-South Orange County challenge at Tesoro. The girls' basketball team went 2-2 in the Segerstrom tournament last week. Bella Caceres was again named all-tournament team for the third time this season. The girls moved to number 18 in the county rankings by the Register, and they take on Yorba Linda out at Yorba Linda on Friday night. Boys soccer was victorious in their only game last week versus Oxford, 4-3. And this Friday afternoon, the boys take on the perennial power Servite at Servite, and they try to take down Freddie Mora Jr. See if we can do it. Girls soccer defeated University in their only game last week, 3-1. The girls played well over on the turf at Lexington Park. It was fun to watch them. And Tuesday this week, the girls traveled to Marina for a non-league game. Girls water polo had a busy week last week. They had games against Fountain Valley, Garden Grove, El Dorado, and 4 games in the Corona tournament. Girls came away with a second place finish in the open division at the Corona tournament, going 3-1, and they're now 8-6 on the season, and they got a little time off from competition over the holidays. Boys and girls wrestling opened up league play last week with the sweep of Pacifica, and they continue in the Empire League schedule with the home match Wednesday night versus Kennedy. And then over this past weekend, the boys took home a second place finish at the Brea Invite, and they had 3 champions in Jimmy Romero, Vince Partington, and Dylan Tinian. And finally, cheer and song competed at the USA Regional, specifically cheer, last weekend at Damien High School in the USA Regional, and both the varsity and the junior varsity qualified for nationals following their competition. And the last time the song team performed at University a couple weeks ago, they came away with the first place finish in varsity and JV Palm, along with the second place finish in varsity jazz.
Woo! That's a lot going on right now. There'll be a lot over the break as well. So check in with the schedules and get out to see some of those events. Again, give your time selfishly, just like Mr. Pfeiffer does week in and week out in the segment, Would You Rather? Mr. Pfeiffer, what do we have this week?
Did you say selfishly or selflessly? Oh, it doesn't matter. Would you rather?
Rewind it. I probably messed it up. Thanks, English guy.
I know. Season of giving. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You can feel it. Like in my head, I'm already there, right? Yeah. Christmas trees looking tight. Got gifts like bulging up under the tree. It's pretty nice. I'm getting excited because I go and shake my boxes, right? What's it? And that's what I thought when we get to the Would You Rather. But what's like the best gift you've ever received?
Best gift I've ever received? Man, it's got to be something from my childhood. Some bike probably that I got. You know, you get your first bike. It's something cool. Kind of gives you that independence. You get to run around on it. Say my first bike.
Huge. You remember your first bike?
I do.
What was it?
I don't remember the brand, but it was a blue...
like a BMX? Or
yeah, like a blue BMX type bike, yeah.
Very cool. Mine was a Schwinn Stingray. It was pretty cool, but I'm older than you.
Yeah.
I don't remember my first bike.
What about your best gift you ever received?
I can't think specifically about my best gift, but my wife's a good gift giver, and she puts a lot of thought into it. So anytime you get a gift when there's a lot of thought behind it, those are the best gifts.
Totally agree. It feels special, right? You're thinking, wow, they thought of me. Like when you get that electric typewriter when you're 13. Wow, this is awesome. Thanks, Santa. Anyway, we went around campus. We were asking, would you rather give or receive the best gift? I was really surprised. I thought there'd be more people like me, like I'd rather get. But let's see what they have to say. Cypress High School, Michael Wright. Michael, how are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Live stream from Coach Dole's room. Cypress Got Talent superstar. Birdsong, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Outside shot looking good. New coach, right? And teacher, faculty here, Dominic?
Yes, sir.
We have old ghost of the past, Mo Patios, on the phone, but we have Coach Feldman here with us. Fenton.
Hello, hey.
Extraordinaire. Cypress High School. Miss
This is
Hoffman,
gonna
she's a
be en
little nervous.
español, sí, estoy nerviosa. Ajá.
Oh, perfect.
Sí,
Oh,
nerviosa.
Alex, basketball. Miss Durkins, Miss Brown, be honest. Miss Russell, check it out. Science Department representative. Cypress High School, Miss Bonilla.
Hi.
Foreign language, world languages, right?
World language.
Check it out. Would you rather give the best gift or receive the best gift for holidays?
Give the best.
What are you gonna give?
Nice, my love.
Oh, she's alive.
Yes, mi amor, mi amor.
Give. I don't need to think about it. I'd rather give the best gift. Yeah.
You guys are liars. I think you're liars.
No, I'd rather give. There's a feeling you get when you give somebody something that's awesome and you pick that perfect gift that makes you feel really good about yourself. I think receiving something makes you feel good because you got it, but not necessarily about yourself.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd rather give.
Giving gifts are hard because what do I buy Feldy or anybody that I know like that's an adult that they couldn't get themselves? Like that's hard.
Oh, give the best gift, definitely.
You're lying.
No, totally.
Really?
Well, I mean, it depends on the person.
So pick a person. I don't pick him. Pick them.
Well, if it was Masonry, I'd like give him a baseball bat that would get him a hit every time he came up to the plate.
So Magic.
I give the best gift. I'd rather give gifts.
Really? I think everyone's lying. I love getting gifts. You don't love getting gifts?
I mean, I do, but I feel like giving is just so much like better, you know. I'm gonna give my sisters I'm gonna just give them some gift cards to some places. My brother, I'm giving him a little remote controller.
Little remote control.
Yeah.
Receive the best gift.
What are you gonna get? What's the best gift?
A trip to Mexico.
A trip to Cancun. To Cancun. Right? All expenses paid. Resort, beautiful.
Yes.
I would rather give the best gift for Christmas.
We're full of givers. What are you gonna give?
It depends who I'm getting it for.
Me.
Shoot, you deserve the world.
Thank you. My man.
Well, it is a gift to give gifts. I actually love giving gifts, and I told my family that earlier this year when they said, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, "I don't know, nothing. I'm just getting you stuff." So that's where I was.
You're a giver.
I'm a giver.
Giver? What's
Sorry.
the best gift? What do you give them?
My love.
Your love! Oh, with a phone.
No, I'd rather give the best gift.
Be honest.
No, I would.
Oh, really? What do you want to give? What are you giving your mom?
I mean, if I had the money, I'd give my mom a new car.
A new car? What
If
kind
I
of
had
car?
the money. I mean, she's been wanting a Tesla, so maybe one of those.
New Tesla. Here it goes.
Give the best gift.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
What are you going to give, let's say, your husband? What are you going to give him?
I can't.
Oh, that's right. He's
I
part of
can't
the
say
show.
what it is. No.
Oh, give. I'd rather give. 100%.
We're so full of givers here.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Oh, yeah. It makes me feel so much better when I give.
So what are you giving me?
I mean, oh, wait. You're going to be so surprised.
Am I?
Yes.
I couldn't wait.
All right. Well, thanks, Mr. Pfeiffer. We're super excited. This week we have Lady Centurion wrestlers Keye, Osede, and Jeszika Spraglin. Thanks for being here. Now, we just came out of Mr. Pfeiffer's part, which is Would You Rather? Now, you guys are familiar with it. Jeszika, you are. We have one familiar with it. So this week, Would You Rather was, would you rather give the best gift ever or receive the best gift ever? What do you think?
I would rather receive the best gift because I'm actually bad at giving gifts, you know? So I would receive it.
I would give the best gift. I think I'm a pretty good gift giver. But I just can't ever keep a secret of like what I got you.
Yeah, that's it.
That's my only thing.
All right. I mean, it's the time of giving, right? It would make sense that you would give, right?
Yeah.
But if you're giving, someone has to receive. So why not be on the receiving end? And when you receive a nice gift, then the person that's giving is going to feel so good. So win-win.
But yeah, isn't the saying though, when you give, you really receive? So giving the best gift,
Selfish.
It's just in your heart. Anyways, all right. Well, thanks for being here. Welcome, you guys, both girls wrestlers. The girls wrestling program has been growing at Cypress. Like it just keeps getting better and better. The coaches are doing a great job. What got you guys originally interested in wrestling, and why did you choose this as the one that's like, I'm going to be a wrestler?
So, what's funny was that I was in track before, and I was like, okay, I don't want to go through preseason for track again. So I joined wrestling thinking, oh, it's not going to be that much running. It's double times the running. So, but ever since I joined, it's become a family, and it's been nice.
Freshman year, I was walking in the hallway, and then Lumberg came up to me, and he was like, "You have massive legs." And I was like, "Thank you." He's like, "You should be a wrestler." And I was like, "You're crazy. Like, that's ridiculous." And I thought, like, wrestling was, like, those WWE things and, like, faking it and stuff, but it's completely different.
Right.
So I was like, okay, why not? Let's give it a shot. So I went to a practice, and then I just loved it ever since.
Kind of like Santa Claus, we'll get to those things later. Don't break the news that wrestling isn't real on TV, right? I mean, it's real.
Yeah.
Just like here. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
When you guys first started wrestling, there's a lot of moves and maneuvers and holds and this and that. Was that easy to pick up, difficult to pick up, or was it very natural for you guys to wrestle?
Well, kind of. I mean, I know some of the lighter weights, like, they shoot more. So that's like, that's more of the moves. I know heavyweights, they throw more. So throwing came natural to me, but shooting wasn't natural to me. So, yeah.
I would say depending on the move, like what move we're learning. It all just depends.
What's the most fun move to do? I've seen Coach Lumberg's list of, he's got dozens and dozens of moves listed. What's most fun, or maybe the most difficult?
Most difficult, I would say, is probably a Monty. For me, it's a Monty because you have to like lock it up pretty tight. But most fun is probably cradles. All the cradles are really fun.
Yeah, the most difficult, I think, would be any type of single leg or double leg, actually. Because, you always have to be fast. And if your opponent's faster than you, then you can't get it. And then the most fun move, I call it the Norris cradle, where you just, like, kind of grab their arm and you just kind of lean back and you kind of relax and they're kind of pinned. Yeah.
What about the Lumbergo?
I've heard about that.
You've heard it. You haven't done it?
It's ancient. It's real ancient.
It is ancient. If you've seen Coach Lumberg, you know it is ancient.
Illegal in 48 states, too.
Right. Well, you guys, how long have you guys, how many years have you wrestled overall? You came from track, so how many years? Just a couple?
I've only wrestled 2. This is my 2nd year.
2?
Yeah, 2.
2 as well. Wow. Mm-hmm. How do you guys set goals, and what would be the goals? You've only wrestled a couple years, so you're kind of just learning and doing all this. How do you set goals, and what goals would you set?
I know that my goal, so last year I didn't have any goals because that was my first year, but I know my goal for this year was to make it to state. And I'm still working towards that goal, but also my goal was to go through a tournament without getting injured because I usually always injure my shoulder, and I've made my goal so far.
I mean, might as well shoot for the stars. I've never wrestled before. Year 0, I had no goals. 2nd year, state. I like it, right? Like, shoot for the stars. I like it.
My goal last year was probably like just get through it. At that point, I was like, first practice, you got to get through it. And then, like, my goal for this year is probably to make it to state. Because I was pretty close to state last year. So it's like, gotta get there.
Nice.
Very cool. Compared to some other sports, you guys have maybe less competition days, right? You just 1 or 2 days a week. Other sports might be playing 3 or 4 days a week. So that means there's more practice time. You mentioned, Keye, that you didn't want to go through preseason track, so you joined wrestling, and then you realized what practice is like. So what's practice like? What do we like in practice? And what is just really, really difficult and grinding every day?
So we have different coaches. So, like, different coaches take us through different practices. But Norris, which is, like, the main head girls coach. His practices are easier than Coach Mata's because Mata makes us run, do like conditioning, all of the, and then Norris like focuses more on technique and stuff. But something I hate when we're doing conditioning is like shot sprints. So it's when you take a shot and you sprint there and back, and whoever comes first, then you don't have to do it for the rest of the time. But we usually do like 20 of those. So.
Yeah. And if you tie with someone, then you have to go again. It's just like
Don't tie, win.
I know. The most difficult thing I would say is probably stance of motion is the most difficult, because if you get out of your stance, then you have to do it again, and then you like get a sprint. So it's just there's so much conditioning.
Does it test your focus? It sounds like it really tests your endurance and focus.
It's because you have to listen, and then you also have to do it, and it's just like I can't. It's just too much.
So you guys doing all that and having the contest, a couple of years doing it. Who's been your toughest opponent over your time? Individual opponent, if you have one, and then maybe what team or event have you faced like the toughest opponents?
If I'm being honest, my toughest opponent is myself. So I know like last year I used to be in my head a lot, and in wrestling you can't be in your head, and you just gotta do, like, if you have to do the moves, you can't think when wrestling, you just have to be yourself and do what you need to do. But I know a good team right now is Warren. No, sorry, not Warren, Walnut. Walnut's a good team. They have really good people that placed at state before, and yeah.
I would say for me, my toughest girl I wrestled is probably Duda. I wrestled her at Masters, and she was like the first girl to ever pin me. And she's like a state champion and All-American and all this stuff. And she goes to Newport Harbor. And I'm like really not trying to wrestle her this year, but I really do. But it's like,
Are you guys currently in the same weight class?
We are.
Yeah.
Right now.
So would you go up or down to
I'm
like
going
avoid
down.
her?
I'm going down.
Going down. You
Yeah.
just don't want to go straight up like I'm gonna beat you?
Yeah. I wrestled their 145 at Mater Dei, and then she did.
All right. Well, what advice would you guys give freshman girls or maybe junior high girls that are thinking about getting into wrestling? Should they do it? Where should they start? What advice you got for younger girls coming into high school soon?
Don't join wrestling.
Stick with track.
No, I feel like joining wrestling is definitely going to give you an extra family, because we all do feel like it's a safe space, and it's also going to like teach you a lot about how much you could push yourself as a person, or trying to be like physically fit. I don't know, it's just like it's a learning curve, so I say you should join.
Yeah, I feel like if you feel like you don't belong in a certain spot, that wrestling really helps you build those bonds with people, and it helps you physically and mentally, because cutting weight each day is like draining and tiring and everything, and having to make weight and all that stuff is like really hard. But also, if you're like a new girl coming in, just know that you're gonna be busting your butt, and you're still gonna like, at the end of the day, you're gonna, once you get your hand raised, you're gonna know how that feels, and you're gonna be really excited to get your hand raised and like keep wrestling.
Yeah, the ultimate, right? And not hand raised when nobody shows up. Like wrestle
like
somebody.
like wrestle
Those
somebody.
ones don't do anything for you.
I feel like you should just try it, honestly. Like, life is too short. Just try something new.
Yeah, and like never give up, Once you join something, like commit.
Nice. Yeah. Well, we've come to the point of the show where we do some fast action questions. You've seen this maybe before. Don't overthink them. They go through quick. Whatever comes to your mind first, you're just going to answer with whatever it is. Don't overthink it, okay? All right, first question. Do you believe in Santa?
No.
Yes.
No, yes? No? What?
Jessica?
Wait.
I say no.
Santa?
I believe in Santa.
Did someone say Santa?
Santa? Did someone... What? What? What
do you mean you don't believe in me?
Whoa.
What's going on here?
Santa!
How you doing? Ho, 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 ho!
Welcome, Santa.
It's good to be here.
Thanks. We appreciate it. Santa, what's the best gift you've ever received?
Well, you know that night that we couldn't go out because it was so cloudy, and all of a sudden this reindeer came up with a red nose. That was the greatest gift, because Christmas would have been ruined for everybody if it wasn't for Rudolph.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Rudolph from Minnesota? Was he a Viking?
Rudolph was a Viking deer, yes. Yes.
A
Viking reindeer.
Well, how about we ask all of you guys these questions?
Okay.
All right. Well, your favorite TV show?
Outer Banks.
Oh, the 100s.
Santa?
Star Trek, the original.
How old are you, Santa?
They said
I'm a real old.
Ancient. What word describes your wrestling style? One word describes your wrestling style. You are what?
Funky.
Funky.
Nice.
Nice. Oh. All right.
That was kind of a bruiser.
A bruiser. Santa the bruiser. Favorite part about wrestling at Cypress is?
Friends. Like the whole team.
Cool.
The throwing.
Throwing?
I just like, I'm sorry. If I was a coach, I would like to develop young people into champions on and off the mat.
Very good. What's another talent you have outside of wrestling?
I can swim.
Okay.
I don't know.
A talent? I guess you could say I sing.
Sing? Okay. What is your most used emoji?
The crying face.
Crying face?
The shaka.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right. I forgot, what's your talent out? So you wrestle, Santa?
Well, I did when I was younger. Yes, I did.
This is kind of like not the heavyweight division. This is like the midweight.
I'm still heavyweight, but I'm not as fat as I used to be.
Well, if you were a candy bar, what candy bar would you be?
Like a Hershey Kiss.
Hershey Kiss?
I'd be Skittles.
Skittles?
Some fruit thing that no one wants to eat, because I don't want to be eaten. I want to be a candy bar.
Almond Joy.
What coach would you bring to an all-out, all-you-can-eat eating contest?
Norris. Wait, no. Lumberg.
Lumberg?
What coach? Ooh. I think I might say Norris, actually.
Santa?
Well, I'd bring myself.
Yourself. All right. Well, hey, thanks again to Keye, to Jeszika, to Santa for being here today. Thanks to our sponsor, Subs and Grubs, Coach's Corner. Make sure you get out and support those businesses. This is the time of giving. Get out, give to somebody, make somebody happy, make somebody smile. We'll be off for the next couple of weeks, and we will see you when we get back after the holiday break. Thanks for being here.